It's the JJYP podcast. I know it's been a minute, and I apologize. You guys have spoken. People are not happy, but we're back. We're back. We're on the air, and to make up for it, I brought one of the coolest people in the world. Don't even say anything yet, Zach. I'm going to give you the appropriate intro. It's going to go like this. In a land where there were too few, one person came and rised from the phoenix, all the way from the Ozark land of nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Zach Stokes.
Thank you very much. Dude, I am not...
You're a legend.
Well...
Bro, they're writing books right now, and you know it's true.
Well...
You got deals coming in left and right. The media follows you around everywhere.
That's my wife. Who I have to give a shout out to.
Missy? Laura? What's her name? I'm just joking.
Heidi. Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, and I know Heidi. Heidi,
right.
we say hi to you. Right. We say hi, Heidi.
So, yes, I have to give a shout out to her and we made a trip, a change from Lake of the Ozarks to Milford, and we can't be happier.
How did you know about Milford, though?
Well, we have a family farm in Republic, Kansas, too. And so my father-in-law and mother-in-law have a house in Manhattan, and Heidi is a proud K-State grad.
Oh.
I'm a Jayhawk, by the way.
K-State.
Jayhawk, Rock Chalk.
Leets isn't happy with that. Doesn't look like she approves. We have Leets beside us as well.
Yeah.
Leets, good to have you here. Got the high sign. Oh, and she flipped me off. That's two good things. Zach, but seriously though, so you come to Milford after being in the Ozarks. And the Ozarks are freaking huge, right?
Wouldn't trade it for the world, man.
But how would you, just to give the listeners a little bit of a comparison here?
Well,
how big is Milford Lake compared to the Ozarks?
What's Milford, like 46,000 acres? Lake of the Ozarks has more coastline than the state of California.
That is nuts.
Yeah. So, and bars and, just, I spent 25 years there, man. I'm out.
Now, I'm from Utah. Family farm means a different thing. When you say family farm, what is a family farm?
It's funny that up at our farm in Republic, my father-in-law farms a couple thousand acres of corn and beans but the Republican River is up there. Well, it comes through Milford Lake.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm just going to jump in the river right there by the house, the farmhouse. And he's like, you're not going to make it like 100 yards because it's too shallow up there.
Uh-huh.
But it's funny because here it comes right through, and I'm like, I could float that sumbitch. I'm going to get me a canoe. I'm going to put wheels on the bottom of it. I'm going to make it all the way. From our farm in the Republic, the Republican River, I'm coming all the way.
How would you put wheels through it without it leaking, though, Zach?
Well, no, you just, put the wheels through the back. I'm crafty.
Nice. You're a multi-talented individual. You have the looks and you have the talent. Good for you.
It's only because of my wife.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you, happy and handsome.
Allegedly.
Okay,
so I have a question for you.
Oh, go ahead. So, fire away.
So I've listened to your podcast. And
I'm sorry.
I guess Keats didn't like that one, right?
It's Leets. It's not
Leets.
Keats. Don't
Right.
piss her off. This
Right.
is only your third time.
She's laughing, so
She
we're
is.
good. Anyway, so you have this giant RV, and I've been listening to your podcast, and so you came from Utah.
Yeah.
Dude, your basement is, where we're recording this is, trust me, this place is awesome. I'm stealing a chair and an old television before I leave here.
You know, the funny thing is, Zach, you could destroy everything in here and I'm out $15. It was either donated.
Okay, I'll give you $5 for that TV.
Done. Sold. Isn't
Okay.
that TV epic?
But
I think that
dude,
came
it's
across the
awesome.
Mayflower. I love that thing.
No.
I want to find a way to get my logo on it. So when people come in to do the podcast, it's up and it's lit up with the logo.
I'll be your man.
Yeah, you'll work that out for me.
We got to get shirts and stickers. And you think we can get your assistant on that?
Absolutely. I think we could work that out. Now, did you have an actual question about the RV?
No,
or what?
But how did you end up from Utah to here?
Oh, well, I was working for a construction company, and came out. I got a. Well, okay. So this is what happened. I had a construction company in Utah. I ended up getting a government contract, doing some work for Hill Air Force Base. A couple of other military establishments, Area 51, so on and so forth. And then
Area 51.
oh, sorry,
Area
I
51.
just barely mentioned that.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we can't talk about
Allegedly.
that. Not allegedly, it was Area 51, Area 52 and a half. And then I got a.
I'll take it.
I got a contract to come out here to do a bid on a building that they were converting to a call center. And I came out here. What was supposed to be just a small job ended up being a gigantic job and hiring a whole bunch of people. And I was staying at Flagstop. You familiar with that campground establishment? Oh, now you're...
Sorry.
Yeah, now. What do you have to say for yourself?
Flagstop is a big campground.
That's a huge campground.
Dude,
It's like a city within a city.
oh, my God. It's
But it's beautiful.
right.
And so we were staying there. Initially, it was just me and some employees. And I came out here and I was like, this place is gorgeous. And I called my wife, and we had two small little girls. And I said, you got to come out here and quit your job. Come out here and let's chill out here for a minute. So we brought them up here. They loved it. At that time, we were living in a fifth wheel, which was a really cool adjustment. You know, that's talk about condensing your life down.
The first time I met you is because I didn't have a fence up, which I'm not at Flagstop. I'm just over at Shandy's, but
Right
across the yard. But it's like my wave mat or my whatever the damn thing is for on the water was rolling across. And
Splash
you had
pad?
and you stole it.
I didn't steal it. I saved it.
Well,
I saved it for you.
okay. I mean,
So,
but I knew you were an honest man because I stole it back from you.
Yes, you did. And this is
Yes, I did meet Kurt Champagne.
Kurt Cobain, okay, and this is what happened, okay. Kurt has cameras hidden all over the neighborhood. He knows what's going on all the time. They keep him. You know, have you ever seen The Lion King? You know the parrot, the bird that follows the king around? That's kind of what he does for Brad. He's kind of like Brad's little parrot, you know what I mean? He's the guy in the know. He flies around and he looks and he sees everything that's going on in the town. And it's coming in. So I get a call from him and he's like, hey,
Stage left.
There's this Matt. Leeds is gone. She's out.
Leeds.
She's laughing too much.
She gone. But no, I mean,
he's the one that told me. He goes, dude, there's this thing out in your front yard. You got to go check it out. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's a splash pad. And he goes, oh, I think that's one of the neighbors. And he goes, will you
That
bring
was
it
like
in
the
and save
first
it?
week I came to town, and I didn't even know you, but you stole my shit.
Well,
I knew you were a good guy. 'Cause
we
you gave
only
it back.
used it a couple of times.
I mean, hey, whatever. But no, I mean, we really enjoy Milford. I mean, we've met some incredible people here. I mean, we like the small town feel of it, as opposed to the Lake of the Ozarks where it's so busy. And of course, my parents still live at the Lake of the Ozarks, so we can go back there anytime we want. But it's just, man, it's awesome.
Have you seen the Netflix series Ozark?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it anything like that?
Well, that was filmed in.
I mean,
Georgia.
minus the drugs and killing everyone, but like as far as the scenery goes,
that was actually filmed in Georgia because Missouri doesn't. They could film it down there, but there is a Altoona resort. I mean, where they did do some filming of things, but I mean, it's pretty true down there. I mean, you have a lot of. I mean, you can have $1 million house, and right next door you can. I mean, yeah, they can be cooking whatever. I mean, you have a $30,000. I mean, there's
cooking whatever, like what, brownies,
right.
roast.
Let's go with meth.
Oh, meth.
Allegedly. But yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, there's so much money at the Lake of the Ozarks. I mean, just where my dad and my stepmom live, and in their cove. I mean, there's. I mean,
no, drop some names,
dude. Millions of dollars. Well, I mean,
who's up there?
You don't even go to like Millionaire's Cove where like Clint Boyer has a house and Brad Pitt and Gary Pinkel, who was the head coach. I mean, and they never go there. I mean, but I mean, there's tons of. I mean, when Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani show up for a weekend at the lake, I just love Milford so much because I can get my golf cart and drive around town.
That's one of the coolest things about this place.
It is so chill.
Have you ever been to Catalina?
Catalina Island?
Yeah. That's all they get. That's all they're allowed to drive out there are golf carts.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I'd ever experienced anything like that. And then I spent some time in Havasu, and they're kind of the same way, except you can still drive full size vehicles, but most of them drive around golf carts. So when I came here and that was the way it is here, is like, dude, this is freaking awesome.
The production manager is back in the house.
It's good to have you back, Leeds. Thanks for hanging out. The high sign.
You're number one, Josh.
Number one.
All right. Let's okay, so my second question for you is, of course, I've listened to your podcast and we have your production assistant here, but I think it's amazing that and we're thinking about, this is halfway. I'm getting closer to retirement, and
what do you do for a living, Zach?
I'm a superintendent for a general contractor in Kansas City.
Oh, look at that. We're buddies and we didn't even know it.
Allegedly. I love that word. Anyway. So we just love it. I mean, so I was talking to Brad, obviously. I'm like, Brad, of course, Brad knows everything about Milford.
Thanks to Kurt. Him flocking around.
He's been here a little while. Yes. Oh, were you talking about Kurt?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I love Brad. I love Kurt too. They're great.
I think the great thing about your podcast with Kurt was when you're like, dude, shut your phone off.
No, I told him a million times. Have you seen him text on his phone? Like he's 007, like he's doing something that no one even knows that he's doing in broad daylight. He gets it out, and he gets this look on his face like he's about to eat the cookie from the cookie jar. He talks as his eyes scan the room, so he can make sure that someone is looking at him, so he can be like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm important.
Allegedly.
I am talking to someone of great importance right now, and you can't hear the conversation, but you can watch me have it, and you can only dream about the conversations that I'm having."
Dude, you need to shut up around this story.
But it's the truth, though. It's the truth.
Allegedly. Anyway, so since we came to town, it hasn't been that long, but of course Brad and Shannon that own Milford Tropics, and of course we met Kurt, yeah, and you, and after you stole my shit, but anyway,
Right.
Allegedly,
It's a great way to meet someone is by taking something.
and we met this gal Kelsey, and Charlotte, and Deb, who lives right behind our camper, and she's like, "Hey, if there's a tornado, I got a basement."
That's the
We're
first
like,
thing she starts
"Shit."
out with.
Bam! All right.
She just walked right across the street and said, "Hey, I don't know who the hell you are, but if there happens to be a tornado, you can come over." Hey, you know what? Is this not the best place to be in a tornado, though? Dude, we're like concreted in this place.
Oh, no.
It's like
no,
Bunkerville.
I'm definitely coming over here.
We're coming
for
to
sure.
the Josh and
In
his
fact,
studio
I might be
storm
here.
cellar.
I might be here this afternoon. If you get something else on the TV besides Van Gogh, then I mean, I can go for it.
It's a calming effect. Look, I wanted.
It says it's 85.
It is. It's
not 85 in here.
No, it's not. This is an air conditioned building. Only the best for my guests.
Right.
And when I heard that your agent called in and he was like, "Okay, if Zach's coming down, that needs to be at 68.7 degrees. I want to have 3 almost frozen but cold enough beers because he doesn't like his beers warm, and they have to be in koozies," which we did. We accommodated you on that. And
where is my green M&Ms?
That's where we screwed up. And for that, I apologize. There's a national shortage. It turns out the same company that makes bullets, they make M&Ms. Listen, Zach, listen to me, dude. I just went and bought a box of 357 shells, Winchester, okay? $69 for 50 bullets, man.
Yeah.
What the hell is up with that?
We'll talk after the show.
No, that's what the show's for. Open
right.
up.
No, I mean,
Tell me.
it's so obviously we all have I'm a big Second Amendment guy. It's just you got to be able to protect your family. And your property, and I think that's what's so cool about out here is like why I love Milford is like yesterday, or I just it's surrounded by Fort Riley, which my dad was in the military shortly, but I love to see the helicopters flying over, and I love to hear the booms for the proving ground.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. It's like Milford, like Brad said on his, Milford can't get any bigger. How are you gonna make
awesome.
Milford bigger?
Yeah. Good luck getting any more land from the Corps.
You got Fort Riley on 2 sides and Lake on 2 sides.
Yeah.
And the thing is like we've just we've met so many cool people here since we've been here, and we've only been here a short time. But
that's what sucked me in, man.
I know. How's it do it? It's the sunsets too, man.
Dude, the sunsets, being out on the lake is so look, from a therapy standpoint, okay? Like going out
I like
there,
to talk
especially
about
as the sun.
therapy.
I do too. This is why I did this, because it was cheaper than going to therapy. But being out on that lake.
Can you be my therapist?
I absolutely I can. If I can record the conversations and turn them into episodes, are you okay with that? Is that against the law? Leeds, is that against the law? Does anything cover that?
Your assistant is saying no.
No, yeah.
Allegedly.
It's the Just Joshing You therapy session.
But no, I mean, like you said, man, I mean, I've seen so many beautiful sunsets out there. And when they talk about Milford being the sunset, you
I know.
drive into town and it's a nice, clean town.
I'll admit it. The first time I saw that slogan, I was like, here we go.
Right.
Because everyone said, you know what I mean? City of mystery. Then you find out the only mystery is where all of your stuff goes.
Well, I know where mine went. You stole my map.
But when you come out and you actually stand on the beach and you see that sun goes down, it's almost like, have you seen Bedazzled?
Yeah.
Every time he sees the sunset, he starts crying. That's what it's like, man. Brings a tear to your eye.
It's amazing. And the thing about Lake of the Ozarks, too, is you don't get that there. You don't get a true sunset there because there's hills and mountains. So unless you live out, you don't see the sunset like you do out
No,
here.
in Utah, you get sunsets, but they're different because as soon
Right.
as they go behind the mountains.
Right.
But
It's gone.
I will say, though, have you ever been to Salt Lake? Allegedly. Okay. The mountains there, dude.
No.
Like Denver, I don't sorry all of you people that live in Denver, you can go straight to hell. They do not have the mountains.
Agreed.
They do not have the mountains like Salt Lake does. Like you're encompassed.
Right.
So you look out to the left and there's just this big, ginormous, and you don't even realize, you kind of take it for granted when you're there because you see it all the time. Then you come to Kansas, beautiful sunsets, awesome, everything's great, meat leets, things were working out. Then you go back to Utah, and then it's like, whoa, that's like right there in front of your face. It's huge.
Right.
So if you get a chance, you should check it out. I think you'd really dig Provo.
Well, I'm going to Bozeman, Montana here in July, so with my wife. But anyway, so I think the beautiful thing about Milford is small town, quiet, good people.
Great people.
We've met some incredible people, minus your assistant on the show. Anyway, no. We've met, everybody's been friendly, and just, like you said, man, you don't get the sunsets. When you drive into town, it's like Milford, whatever the sign says, sunset capital, but you really don't get it until you're here, man.
Right.
You're just like,
yeah.
Dude, you can get in your golf cart, drive down to the boat ramp, watch the sunset, everybody's friendly except for a couple people.
Couple people that we won't mention.
Allegedly.
So,
how long have you lived in Milford now?
it's been a little over 2 years.
Okay.
Now. Yeah, a little over 2 years.
Yeah. It's
been a big adjustment for my wife.
Yeah, I talked to her earlier before my session.
It's been a little more of adjustment for her, but the kids,
because of the small town.
Yeah.
It's
just, I used to joke about the town where she's from called Kaysville. That's a pretty freaking small town. You kind of have to.
Kaysville, what?
Kaysville, Utah.
Oh,
yeah. You and it is a small town. You've got to go out of town if you want to go to if you want to find a Target or something like that. Okay, but here,
if you need to buy Depends, you have to go a while. I'm just saying Depends because I heard that there was a conversation earlier with your assistant talking about Depends.
Well,
so in Utah, where your wife is from, that wouldn't be an option.
No, you can get Depends in Utah. You just have to get a recommend for it. A permit.
It depends.
And just so you know, we don't have 20 wives. That's a whole different organization.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question, because I'm like, man, Josh, he's from Utah.
Hey, hold on. Before you go into that, I got to tell you this. This is serious. So do you watch?
Hang on, this is serious.
No, this part.
When somebody
part
tells you
is
this is serious, that means it's serious.
Have you seen? Do you have Hulu?
Yes.
Okay. There's a new TV show that Hulu just came out with called Under the Banner of Heaven, and it's got a prominent actor as the head actor. Can you look that up for me, please? Garfield. What's his first name?
The cat?
No, the guy. He played Spider-Man.
I thought this
Andrew.
was
Is it Andrew
There's
Garfield?
a couple cats running around here. I thought this was a cat show.
Hold on, we're gonna get this. Leets, what do you got for me there, bud?
Hang on,
I know she's processing. You know,
listen,
she has an iPhone. I watch her talk to Siri sometimes. That is the funniest thing in the world. Oh, that's not true. Andrew Garfield. Oh, I was right.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. So one of the guys that played Spider-Man.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. He plays a Mormon in this crime series that they're doing. And since that has aired, which I've seen it, freaking amazing. You should check it out.
I'm gonna go up to the camper tonight.
It's pretty
and watch
cool.
it.
It's based on a true story. But I've been starting to get a lot of questions coming in on my Instagram, and fans of the show have been asking for me to talk about that. I think I was talking to Leets. We got to do a Q&A episode where we don't have a guest. We just, or maybe we do have a guest and we throw the Q&A in. That'd be kind of cool, huh? Well, we'll talk about it later.
No,
but anyway,
no.
so now that
what's it called?
It's called Under the Banner of Heaven.
Under the Banner of Heaven on Netflix?
Hulu.
Okay,
Hulu.
Okay, never mind Hulu.
Yeah, pretty awesome. But I'm gonna do an episode of the podcast where I answer questions, because there's a lot of misconceptions out here about the Mormon faith. And it's been interesting because, you know, where I'm from, it's just Mormon capital of the world. Right. So you think that the whole world's Mormon. And then you go outside of Utah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And,
go to Independence, Missouri to the big crown there.
That's right.
But anyway, I mean, I understand, because it's like the misconception you said about the Ozarks. I mean, everybody watches the show Ozark.
Right.
Well, there is some truth to that, but there's a lot of truth about, I mean, Milford too. I mean, when they built Milford, I mean, my father-in-law, they knew a family that had their farm that was, I mean, at Wakefield, it's in the bottom of the lake, but they had to build it. So there's a lot of, you know, like you're saying with the Mormon, you know, whatever, but like the Ozarks too, is like there is some truth to the show, but you have to be able to kind of know what really. There's not dudes out on pontoons with Bibles full of meth.
However, that would be a sweet cover, right?
Well, yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of water patrol on the Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, I would imagine.
I haven't seen one on Milford. Is there water patrol on Milford?
Oh yeah, especially like when they have the big events. They're out.
I'm so looking forward to
they're not even secret about it. They've got this loudspeaker and they play, "Bad boys, what you want, what you want." You know, it's the whole cop thing. So you know that they're out there. Yeah. They're tooting their horn.
Well,
we're watching you, boy.
I don't have a boat, so
yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why. Can you hear that too, though?
I can. Nope.
Gone?
It's gone.
Sweet.
She gone. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the the sundown
salute.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
50 years.
That's gonna be so badass, dude.
Dude, I know.
That is gonna be the weekend of all weekends.
What are we gonna do?
Hey, look, so the first year I experienced the 4th of July in Milford.
When was this?
This was 2 years ago.
And you're 29, right?
Yeah, I'm 29. Yep, just coming out of my prime. God bless you, sir. Let's get him a T-shirt, Leeds.
Yeah. 2X,
yeah,
please. 2X.
2X for those guns he has. Those lethal weapons he calls arms. What the hell was I saying, Zach?
We were talking about the sundown.
Oh, yeah, the sundown salute. See what you do to me?
Not my...
The first year I witnessed the 4th of July, I was blown away. It is like a $15 million fireworks show, like, that goes on for hours. Like, they don't half-ass it here. Like, in Utah, if you wanted to go see an awesome fireworks show, you'd go down to the ballpark, and they would let off, for 10 minutes, and you'd be like, oh, yeah. Well, you think that's cool. Then you come here, and you got, now, can I say rednecks? Yeah, you got rednecks that
Hang on.
blow shit up.
I'm from Missouri.
Well, I'm just saying, but
and my neck might be a little red.
They bring the thunder, though, man.
Right.
They bring the thunder,
dude,
and it's just like the world is at war. It's just like it's going off left and right.
But the thing is too, it's like, when we first came and we said, well, we're gonna park our camper here, and we got a good spot, and except for we look right over across from at your house. But anyway,
you're welcome.
Where you allegedly steal our shit. But anyway.
But I bathe with the window open, and I know that you've enjoyed that.
Dude, it is glorious.
It's like watching someone baste a turkey.
I don't think your assistant is very amused right now.
She is. She's fine.
She's kind of slacking. I thought she was going to make some nachos or something.
No, the microwave broke, and every time we try and turn it on, the circuit blows. So,
but anyway, so back to sorry, got off topic.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, but they said there's going to be like 15,000 people in Milford.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
for
like one of the largest
the 50th
events.
year.
Yeah,
like Diamond. The whole lineup is like.
No, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic.
Where is everybody going to stay?
I don't know, but you're more than welcome to stay here. You've got a place. You're ready to go.
I have a camper. I'm just wondering if I can.
So you have
like rent camping spots.
But you've got no. I don't think you can do that. We don't authorize that on this program. But you have a house somewhere else though, right?
Yeah, we live in Lee Summit.
And that's the family farm?
Well, no, we live in Lee Summit, Missouri, in Kansas City. And then our family farm is in Republic, Kansas.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So this is halfway for us.
Wow.
Between here and there. So.
That's a pretty sweet setup, though. Because then halfway, you get to come and chill for a minute in your gigameth camper. Did you have to get a permit to pull that thing? That thing's huge.
I didn't pull it.
You had someone pull it?
Yes.
Dude, that's the way to go. Look at you. See what I mean?
Well, when it was
drive around like the Rock, dude. I don't know how to pull my own camper. I got people for that.
Well, I don't. Dude, I'm poor. I don't have a $100,000 truck to pull it. But so when we were at Lake of the Ozarks, we had a smaller camper, and then we just bought the one we have now. Sandy is her name. That's my mom's name. My mom is passed, and but she was a big camper, so our camper's name is Sandy, SANDEE.
Oh, wouldn't have spelled it that way. So I'm glad you prefaced that.
Well, right as soon as I get done making the stickers for this podcast, I'm going to get on making a sticker that says that. But anyway.
So
is she alive?
She is. She's fine. Do you have kids?
Biologically,
Sure.
no.
Right on.
My wife Heidi, my beautiful wife. We have my stepdaughter is Nina, and she's 14, and she is a beautiful, talented dancer.
How old was your stepdaughter when you first came into her life?
Whew. Damn, that's a tough question. Allegedly.
I love this show.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nothing like putting somebody on the.
Well, dude.
So Heidi and I got married. I waited a whole year to meet Nina.
Okay.
After I'd known Heidi for, I don't know, 17 years.
Holy moly.
And then, so she was my lift salesman for the company.
Your what? Your lip salesman? What did you say?
Did you say lip?
Yeah, lip.
No, like
what is
lift,
that?
like aerial lift. You know, in construction you have
Oh yeah, the lifts.
booms
Right.
and
yeah.
So, that was right when I started with the company I worked for, and so she was, but we met, and you know we always remained friends, but she got married and had Nina, and then so just funny how it's like 17 years later we've been married and are happy and living the best life.
That's freaking awesome. So how old was Nina when you met her?
I think she was like 10 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. 14 now.
Was she ever
blonde hair, tall, dancer. There is a reason why I own so many guns.
Yeah. Oh no, I totally get it. Look, I'm just wondering. So this is what I get worried about, okay? Is getting into arguments with my daughters in the future. I'm trying to plan for what they're going to throw at me. I know it's impossible to do that.
Here's what you do.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
Here's what you do.
Tell me.
When they wake up in the morning,
Okay.
if you walk by them and you say, "Hey, good morning," and they don't speak,
You don't say.
you don't speak back. Or anytime you just, and it's like, "Okay, I love you." Mm-hmm. That could be, I mean.
Like, was she ever like, I'm not going to call you dad, not even in a fire?
No, I mean, no, because her dad is an amazing dude. I mean, he's, I'd say that's, like I waited a whole year when me and Heidi were together and I knew her dad. I mean, so, and he's an amazing dad. And, so we split half time, you know.
Was that, and that's what I'm asking. I'm genuinely asking this. Was that a hard thing to transition into? Like, dude, like it's because you're kind of stuck with the ex-boyfriend in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, I think about it from that aspect.
No, because I think, so I had been, I got married when I was 22 and I got divorced when I was 29, and I was single for a lot of years. Not single, but I had relationships with gals, and I can't say a bad thing about it. It's just how life went,
right?
But I had a couple of boys, you know, through these relationships that I got really close to, and so when I got, and it didn't work out. So, but it's harder to get rid of the boys than it was.
Right.
You know,
right.
It's, you know, I mean, it's like, I'm a guy. I don't have any biological kids. I like dudes. Oh, hang on. Never mind. Cut that.
Dudes.
But you know what I mean? I mean, and so and then when Nina came along, I just think it was, and Heidi and Nina came along, I think it was I think it was the best decision that we ever made, is to wait a year of us growing together and building a relationship.
I think that's smart for her to do as well, because kids are very influential, and when you bring people into their life, they get attached, right? So it's probably cool that she did that. You both were like, "Hey, we're going to make sure that this is rock solid before we go to the CEO, and lay the framework there."
But I mean, I think it's there's a lot of learning from me too.
Sure.
Because it's no secret I was I'm a recovering alcoholic, so
I didn't know that.
That's why I drink zeros. But I can have an ultra or something, but that's only a testament to my wife and me wanting to sorry, I'm kind of an emotional guy sometimes, but that's a decision I made, to because I want to be around. I can't, so, but in limit, it's all about limiting, your intake. I can drink Bud Zeros, and my wife saved my life. I'm just going to say.
That's cool. No,
what is that picture back there? Is that Mount Vesuvius or
no? That's a picture from northern Utah.
Oh,
yeah, I got that. The last time I was in Utah, I was in a restaurant and it was hanging up, and I was like, I want to buy that because it's freaking badass.
No, my wife's gonna get mad at me.
Why?
Because I'm taking up all your time. But no,
you're not.
The thing is, dude, you're like the most genuine guy I know.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's all facade.
Allegedly. No, but it's just like the whole town of Milford. I mean, good people gravitate towards good people.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, I'm sure, Flagstop is, I don't know how many campers are down there.
Oh, geez.
Shit.
It's huge. It's got to be over 400.
I was going to say it's got to be.
Yeah.
We came from a campground at Lake of the Ozarks. It was 63 camp spots.
Uh-huh.
But we looked over the lake. But, it's like 63. Well, you hang out with who you hang out with, and you don't hang out with the other people.
Right.
So it's always, the thing is, you gravitate towards people who are, you have a connection with. And, you allegedly your assistant, Brad Shannon, Mr. Champagne, it's just such a Deb. It's just a cool ass town, man.
Have you met Sean Cole?
Yeah.
He's a dick.
I know. I talked to him before I came over here. I told him I was going to be on the podcast, and I said, "Yeah, I listened to yours," and I said, "You're an asshole." Anyway, but he's playing tonight, right? He is.
No, he's a stud.
Yeah,
talk about
dude.
one of the salts of the earth, man.
Oh, dude,
that dude is just amazing.
Yeah, it's probably been 3 or 4 weeks ago. Met him down there at Milford Tropics, and really didn't even know who the guy was, but just because I like to claim to, like, I want to be a musician, but I'm not.
I want you to. I think
I'm more of a singer, like wasted days and wasted nights.
Oh, that's nice. Do you know any more of the lyrics, or is that it?
I have a whole repertoire. No, but anyway, so I got interested in the guy. What the fuck?
Oh my!
Hang on.
This is all gone.
I'm about ready to walk out of this studio.
Oh,
I am getting
you're
laughed.
not going anywhere.
I'm getting laughed at by 2 people and 2 cats.
Oh, come on! There's only one cat, and it's black. We don't discriminate.
Right. The white one left.
The white one was like, "I'm out ski."
It was your assistant.
The white
She scared him off.
The white one's name is Cracker.
Uncle Cracker.
Oh man,
Oh, my God.
That's the best.
I knew this was going to turn into a shit show, but anyway,
that's what it's all about. Who cares? No one
can your
listens to
assistant
this
get
thing.
me another beverage, or are we going to wrap this up?
No. Are you?
Anyway, so,
we can if you want. You want to go?
No,
You done? You happy with what you've said here today?
No, not
All right.
really. I need to make amends with God.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Let me get him on the line.
Can you call him?
Hello. Oh, sorry. We dialed the wrong number. This is El Diablo.
Hey, so I'm really. Are you excited for the new Top Gun Maverick
I am
movie?
stoked for the new
Dude,
Top Gun.
man.
I can't wait for that. Have you seen
Where's
Ghostbusters?
Where's the closest theater to here? Like,
Junction. They've got an no. Actually, I think it's well, there is one in Junction, but it's not like a full-fledged. The AMC is in Manhattan.
oh yeah,
You know, it's got the reclining seats.
yeah, and you can have a drink while you're there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drinking's a big thing out here in the Midwest.
Well,
I think it is. I mean, it's kind of like a religion. See, Utah, it's not. It's not.
right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, hang on. Hang on. Look, Josh, come on now, man. You fucking Utah. I mean, y'all got a lot of sheep, but you don't got no liquor.
You gotta specialize in something, pal.
Right.
We have sheep. You cook meth. We have our differences. It's fine. Let's just all cohabitate, get along.
Everybody, that's the weird thing is in Utah, you know, that there's no alcohol.
There is alcohol. They've actually got higher alcohol content than you do here. But that's because the laws are more strict.
There's a
If
lot.
you use mouthwash, don't drive a car.
There's a lot of sheep in Utah, and there's not much alcohol. You all figure it out.
You can get plenty of alcohol in Utah. It's there.
And sheep.
And cheap in certain rural areas. You really aren't there in Salt Lake, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like you go down to the farmer's market like Milford.
No.
So
exactly.
I went to the farmer's market yesterday.
How was that?
Did
Did you meet the guy that makes the pies?
What kind of pies?
Like that? Like last time
There
we
was
got
only
a
a couple
cherry
people
pie,
there
there
with
was a rhubarb.
plants and.
Last time there was a guy that was making pies.
If there'd have
dude.
been pie, I'd have been all over.
One of the best damn pies I've ever had.
Like strawberry rhubarb.
And
Or
I don't
something.
like rhubarb,
Ooh.
because it's
My wife.
too tangy. But But we got a cherry pie and that was delicious. But yeah, if you get a chance, those cherry pies are freaking amazing.
Dude. My favorite pie is pecan.
You know what pisses me off? Is that the Tropics doesn't sponsor this podcast. They should. It's the only podcast in Milford. You should.
It's the number one podcast.
It is the number one podcast. You're absolutely right. It should be touted.
It's not even questioned.
You should bring it up to Brad. You
Okay.
should be like, Brad, you know, I was thinking a lot about
I
it.
would ask your assistant.
I love this town so much
No.
that maybe
I might sponsor it.
Hey, that would be good too. That would be awesome. What ad would you like me to run for you?
Ron's porn.
Ron's porn?
Right.
How would that even go? Like, is it male porn or is it female porn?
Ron's porn. Your order's in. Kelsey.
Oh, jeez.
I know the box won't fit in your mailbox. They're going to have to leave it on the door.
Do you want your porn hand delivered? Ron's porn. The best porn
In Milford.
that money can buy. All pictures shot in Milford.
Right.
there's one of a
Westlake
duck.
needs to order
Swan
more
getting
batteries. Westlake, you need to order more D batteries.
Oh my hell.
Fucking terrible. See, that's what's
So
shit. We wouldn't even have to go on the air. We could just sit down here and we could just fucking bullshit.
it's true, but then how would I pay my bills? Look, here's the thing.
Well, I don't know. You need a sponsorship.
I
so
know that's what we're talking about right here.
know.
So put your money where your mouth is, pal.
I'm gonna.
You come in here going,
How
I'm
much
your
does that
best
cost me?
fan. I'm your greatest fan. It's like, well, the collection cup's at the door.
Oh, that beer thing.
Yep.
That looks like there's a remote in there or something.
There is. It controls
And
the
there's a
outside
Hunt
lights.
Brothers Pizza, so I figured you got a sponsor.
I'm working on them. I wanted to show them what it could be like. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm getting a little chilly. Can your assistant get me a
No,
blanket?
we don't offer those kinds of services here. But look, did you see right just to the right of that Hunt's Brothers Pizza that my
Yeah.
poster Donatello,
Yes.
the Ninja Turtle?
Dude, come on now.
Come on, how badass is that?
Come on now.
I bought that on eBay. That's
Come on
not a
now.
common poster that you can get.
I'm not fucking around
What?
on this deal.
What?
I'm going to bring you, and you're like, you know how like the podcast guys have little figures on their desk that you can see them, you know, when they,
The bobbleheads?
well, bobbleheads are, but I have Ninja Turtles.
You do not.
Fucking-
You really do?
Yes.
Like the original?
Yes. Like they're out of the package, but I still have them. But I'm going to bring you one. Which one do you
Oh
want?
my gosh. Well,
You want Donatello? You want Leonardo?
you know what? I will do Donatello. He's
Okay.
Donatello's kind of like the scientist of the
I know.
group.
He's a bad son
Do you
of a
remember
bitch.
the original song? Do you? From the cartoon? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I mean, I wasn't a big.
Leonardo leads,
Yeah.
Donatello does machines.
I had.
Raphael is cool but rude. Michelangelo is a party dude.
I had when I was in high school. When I had my first car, I had a Ninja Turtle.
Car? You had a car
No.
called the Ninja Turtle?
On the mirror, I always had a Ninja Turtle
Oh, I see what you're saying.
hanging from the mirror.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have a fucking air freshener. Fuck that. I want a Ninja
What
Turtle.
what would a Ninja Turtle air freshener smell like?
Probably like turtle shit.
I mean, is that how they do things over there?
Probably smells like
There's some
your
damn good
assistant's
turtle
feet.
shit smelly shit got in there. Zachy boy.
dude. That's why I love this place because, dude, we're like kindred spirit. I like old shit. You know, I like vintage stuff. You know, you don't know this, dude. I have millions of baseball cards,
You're a big baseball fan?
sports cards. I've been in sports cards forever.
You
And sports memorabilia.
Do you have Utah Jazz sports stuff?
No, that shit ain't worth nothing.
You better watch your mouth, dude. You're going I've swore I'd
Carl
never.
Carl Malone
I
and
swore,
John Stockton.
I swore
that's-
I'd never hit a woman, but you're pushing your luck.
hit your assistant first.
No, never. She could kick my ass. She's
got
a
big
lot
old, She's got
stronger.
a big old bruise on her leg. How'd that happen?
That's the last person that messed with her. And then she morphs into someone called Beth Dutton. She goes ape shit on him.
Is she a Ninja Turtle?
She could be.
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil is on the case. See,
That's
that
her-
lets me know
that's-
right there
that's
that
her-
you really do know about
That's
the
her.
Ninja
That's
Turtles.
her. That's her. New, so she's
Now, but what were you just talking about, though? You were talking about something else.
April O'Neil.
No, before April O'Neil. What movie was he referencing? Dude, it's what your job is. What is it? Oh, cards. That's right. So you were talking smack on Carl and John, the mailman.
Right.
One of the arguably the best duos in NBA
Yes.
history,
No,
pal.
Yeah.
That pick and roll was amazing.
I'm not.
Do the Ozarks
Yeah.
have a basketball team? Yeah. What is that?
Yeah, it's called the Hillbillies.
the Ozark Crystals.
It's called the Hillbillies.
The Hillbillies. Breaking Bad. Right. You haven't seen it.
Yeah. They specialize in meth. They're high as a kite. They dunk with the rest of them.
Do you think the Jazz are ever going to get a title? And what would you do in their situation now, where there's supposed beef between Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert? Like, what would you do in that situation?
Take 2 weeks off and quit.
Be like an out. Okay, no. We're not going to get a serious response out of that. Let's move on. Do you like cheesecake?
No.
What's your favorite brand?
So,
What's your topping, huh? What do you like?
The mailman. I mean, obviously, and Stockton. I mean, those guys were legendary. I mean,
Karl Malone has a dealership in Utah. It's called Karl Malone Toyota.
Is it called Car on My Own or Carl Malone?
They actually are sponsoring the show, but we can't officially say anything until the next show. But yeah,
thank you, man.
Karl Malone Toyota. I've met Karl Malone several times, and he's an absolute stud. He really is. He's from Louisiana, dude.
I know.
He's your people.
For fuck's sake, I'm not from Louisiana.
Yeah, but
I'm from Missouri.
Once you cross that border,
your assistant is going to piss her pants.
Isn't it like North Dakota and South Dakota?
Are we back on?
We've been back on. Okay, you're cut off. Do not give him another drink. He doesn't even know where he's at. And put your shirt back on. I don't want to see that anymore.
Please.
Is that a third nipple?
Allegedly. Here comes the cat. It's a black one.
Oh, this is just
I know.
gone.
This is
gone. It's fiery. It's a plane on fire just headed towards a mountain.
Hey, what about that? Did you see that story the other day about that guy in Pompano Beach that the pilot passed out? And
that guy that had never,
landed the plane.
You think it pisses pilots off when they hear about that story?
I'm saying,
shit, people are going to realize that it's easier to do this than we make it out to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
First of all,
it's like this dude hasn't even played the game, and he landed the plane. How hard is it to fly the damn plane if we've got people that have never done it before landing these damn things?
That's what I'm saying. First of all, I'd had to clean my shit out of my pants, but... Because here's the pilot passed out. And
dude.
I'm like, okay.
I have wet dreams about that, dude.
Air traffic control, I got a problem.
Yeah, no, dude. I every time I'm on an airplane, okay, this is what goes through my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry to bother you on this flight. Does anyone have any flight experience that they could maybe come up? The pilots are dead.
And I want to be that guy, dude. That's like, absolutely.
An airplane.
I will save the
Airplane,
day.
the movie.
Yes.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. Be like, Shirley. I'm gonna need a latte,
and I'm gonna need a blow-up doll
Dr.
and
Pepper.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I'm gonna need some shit.
And I want the president on the line. Well, not the current
Your
president.
Assistant
That's not
doesn't
gonna
even
go
know
anywhere.
what movie we're talking about.
That's fine. That's not why she's here.
Right. Why is she here?
Because let me tell you something. Leet started coming around. Was it during Mayor Thatcher's? I can't remember which one it was.
Margaret Thatcher.
She expressed an interest, and I feel bad. I don't solicit help because we're not to a point where we can put everyone on payroll. You know what I mean? We don't have millions coming in.
She's pretty busy today.
But Leeds was like, "Hey, I wanna help you do this because I think I can help with your ADD." And I'm like, "Great, bring it on." So she helps me. She gets the guest drinks, so we don't have to keep taking breaks because that's an editing nightmare. And we make
she
it work.
feeds the cats,
and she chokes the cats every now and then. See, the black ones chill. Bonnie's chill. Clyde, Clyde's a crack addict, and I have to have him out, or he will literally try and snuggle up against your jugular the entire time you're in here. Drives people crazy. Are you a cat fan?
Well,
do you like cats?
I want a cat.
Do you like pussy, Zach? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
I want a cat, but we can't.
It's fine.
Our dogs don't like cats.
That's fine.
Anyway, I love that chair. What pattern is nice. That?
You know, that's called the Colombian Redwood edition. It's the 1858. It's the 1858 edition, and if you look on the back, the blood stain from Abraham Lincoln dying in that chair is still there.
At the Ford Theater?
Yep. No, dude, that thing.
Dude, that was spot on.
But let me tell you,
you handled that like a pro.
Hold on.
Sorry, I had to take a break so I could laugh my ass off.
Let me tell you something. Before you go, you need to sit in that chair.
No, hell no.
Dude, no, dude.
Lincoln died.
No, dude.
Bitch. I'm not
that
there.
is the most hideous, comfortable chair you've ever seen in your entire life. I saw that chair and I was like, oh, someone ate some bad Cheetos and lost it all over the chair.
Flaming hot Cheetos.
Flaming hot Cheetos with a little bit of cat shit. But then you sit in there. You sit on it, dude. It's the most comfortable chair you've ever sat on in your entire life. I had to have it. I think I spent more on that chair than anything else in this studio.
Dude, I got to have that chair
story.
and that. You should have the TV over there.
I'm working on it, pal. Right. A little bit at a time.
I'm going to get you a sticker for the front of that.
I appreciate that.
The Josh. Yeah.
No, honestly, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about taking it all apart.
I'm thinking about ordering some Hunt Brothers pizza.
That is the best pizza in the world. Sorry. For frozen pizza, it's delicious. Now, Zach. Okay. Yeah, this is my podcast, not hers. So here's the thing.
She's so funny looking, though, dude. It's like a train wreck, man.
No, it is not. Now, Zach, if you're gonna come into the family, you don't start messing with the family members.
Okay, sorry.
Now listen to me.
My wife loves your assistant.
And your assistant loves your wife. Here's the thing. I want to tell you.
Your assistant?
My assistant loves your wife. I don't know who your assistant is. Now, look. Here's the thing. I want to take that
He's
TV
holding
apart.
Something in his hand.
I want to take that TV apart. I want to gut it, and then I want to put an iPad in there so it can play actual up-to-date things, but it looks like a TV, but it's not.
Well, your assistant's computer is not going to fit inside that TV.
No, that thing came across with the Mayflower. Possibly when that chair was made.
Right, and it's like 2 inches thick, and it's.
You've seen me naked? That's ridiculous.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Did you hear what the elephant said to the naked man? How do you breathe out of that little thing?
Okay.
Oh, favorite movie of all time, Zach. What is it? Go.
Probably. Let's go top 5.
Okay, top 5. What are your top 5 movies of all time?
Sandlot.
Okay, are you doing it in order? Are you going?
No,
let's start off with number 5. Number 5, Sandlot. So what would your number 4 be?
Hoosiers.
Hoosiers? Is that a porn? What is Hoosiers?
Gene Hackman,
haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Hickory
Basketball. If that's your number 4, I'm checking that out. Yeah. Okay, what's your number 3?
Animal House.
Animal House rocks. Okay, number 2?
Debbie Does Dallas. No. I don't know, man. I would probably say, it would probably have to be like Hamburger Hill or a war movie, because I'm just a huge history buff. I like the war movies.
I
but
love history. That's one of my favorite subjects.
But I like the comedies too. So I mean, to pinpoint it.
Have you seen Tropic Thunder? Why wasn't that in your top 5?
So hang on. You didn't give me number 1.
Oh, sorry.
Any movie by Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Is my number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Step Brothers.
Talladega Nights.
Semi-Pro.
That's why I asked you that thing about your stepdaughter, because that's the first thing Will Ferrell says. I'm not going to call you dad, not even in a fire.
Yeah. So
Talladega Nights, dude. Better shut up, Chip.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, because I have a stepbrother. I mean, and he's 2 years younger than me, and he's a great guy. And but it's we always quote that movie, Step Brothers.
That's
we're like
so damn funny, dude.
But I had the cool opportunity when I was when Semi-Pro came out. So my buddy lived in Las Vegas and lived a rich guy. So we went to the Semi-Pro.
Leeds. Can I get another drink? Thank you. Semi-Pro.
Like the premiere, and Will Ferrell was there.
Did you meet him?
Yeah, I mean it was.
You got to meet him.
Yeah, so it was like my.
Get the
buddy's
mic
like,
up to your mouth, Zach.
Yeah,
there
yes.
you go. So you got to meet him.
Yeah.
What
And
was he like?
it was brief, but it was just like it was the movie premiere of Semi-Pro, and
Oh my god!
I mean, there's shrimp platters were, and of course my buddy Brian, he was the one that got. I mean, he's real successful in Vegas, so yeah.
like
got
as
to
a
go
gambler, as a Shylock. Like when you say
No,
that,
he's
it's the
an
way you looked at
He's
me
an
when you said that.
insurance man.
Oh, well, you looked at me and you're like, he's very successful in
Right.
Vegas. And I was
like
like,
when
oh.
he picked me up from the airport, he was in his Ferrari.
Oh my gosh, so he's really successful.
I'm like, can I drive?
Did he let you?
No.
Later on? And did you punch it?
Ferraris are really hard to drive.
They're really hard to drive.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously hard to drive. That's
hard,
when you
hard shifters.
That's when
hard
you
shifters.
know that you've entered a new realm. Like people are like, "Oh yeah, I could drive that car," and then they get in there. Have you seen the videos on YouTube of people in supercars smashing into shit? Like,
I
dude,
love
they're
those.
not.
I'm like,
They're not easy to drive.
no. I'm like, I mean, when I
You
had
can
my
send
Corvette,
those sideways anytime you want.
you know, I had my Corvette, and Heidi made me. Well, we got rid of it. It was a mutual decision, but yeah,
I'll bet it was. You have to say that because we're on the air, huh?
right.
It was a mutual decision. Me and my wife both equally make the big decisions in our family.
Right.
And then later on, it's, I'm not going to let you speak anymore if you keep saying stuff like that.
Episode over.
And this episode is done. We
No,
didn't see Zach for
but-
2 more months.
But I think it was, you know, pretty scary rides a few times back when I was drinking a lot and not smart decisions. And, but boy, I sure wish I had it back out here for, you know, out here in Milford and all these, you know, wide open stretches at, 6 miles. I'll be like,
Can I ask you an honest question, though?
why?
Well, because I can definitely see by the way you talk about it, you have some regrets, but I would ask you, like, everything that you've gone through, good or bad, has sculpted you into the person that you are today. So you really can't be too hard on yourself about those things, right? Because you've turned out to be a pretty awesome guy.
Well, yes. I mean, from my mom and an upbringing, my grandpa was a pastor. My one grandpa was a pastor, and my other was a carpenter. And so I'm a carpenter now. But
See, because of your guys' accents, sometimes when
I'm
people
not
say,
from Louisiana.
well, I know, but the way you say pastor almost sounds like you're saying bastard. Like I hear like when people talk to me like, look at that pastor. I'm like, look at that bastard. That's what I hear. You know what I'm saying?
Does your assistant say pastor or bastard?
Bastard. She doesn't ever mince her words.
Well,
She'll always let you know how she
she's
feels.
highly intelligent.
Dude, you have no idea.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, don't get into a philosophical debate with her. It will go nowhere. Because she that and she's got an attorney wit. So everything gets turned around. You know what I mean?
I'll plead the fifth, but yes, I understand what you
That's
say,
probably
sir.
a good thing for you to say. No. She's like, we fight like brother and sister.
I know, but, that's cool, too.
No, it is.
I mean, you guys are good friends. I mean, I consider, I've known you guys that long, but I consider you guys really good friends, and I would do anything for you, and
No,
I'm
we
sure
feel,
you
we
would
feel
do for
that
me.
we totally feel the same way.
Including stealing my shit.
But I gave it back, so it's not really. I mean, you stole it back, so we both stole from each other.
You didn't give it back. I stole it
right
back.
after I stole. But I stole. In my defense, I stole it from my front yard because that's where it was, and possession's 9/10 of the law in Kansas, pal. So technically, it was
So's
mine,
9
and then you
millimeter.
stole it back. So maybe you can pay me for it because technically it was mine. It blew in my yard.
Well, why don't we just go get it out? It's a nice day. Let's go get it out and float in the lake.
You want to go out on the boat?
With you?
Yeah.
I'm still scared of those gloves over there.
I'm gonna have you put those on before you leave.
Nope.
Dude, those things.
If your assistant puts those on, dude, I'm running out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't let her put those on. That would give her invincibility. She'd go and kick everybody's ass.
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil.
She's
been called so many different things. No, you ready for this? Helen Hunt. From Twister. Do you see it? You acting like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, it's just joshing you, but I appreciate it.
I know, but she looks like April.
No, she doesn't. April O'Neil was way cuter. No, I'm just joking. Please, I'm playing.
And
I'm just playing.
And she liked turtles.
Are you turtle families? Would you ever have a pet turtle?
No. If she had a box turtle, it would. Anyway, so it'd probably die. Anyway. So anyway, dude, I can't.
What?
I can't.
Talk to me.
I can't quit laughing, dude.
Well, stop looking at me.
I know, but I'm like, well, then I look over to my right, and that's even more ridiculous.
Okay, I'm going to give you my top 5.
Okay.
You didn't even ask me about my top 5.
Yes.
That's
okay.
kind of rude. It's like I'm telling you everything.
Sorry. I'm excited to hear it because, yeah.
Okay, coming in at number 5, I'm going to go.
Debbie does Dallas.
No, we didn't have porn in Utah. It was illegal. So,
sheep farmers.
Shut up and listen. No, it's
okay.
These are 5 categoried box office movies. Porn does not count.
Okay.
So coming in at number 5, I'm gonna say Old School.
Boy,
yeah,
I had Will Ferrell's as my number 1 was all Will Ferrell movies.
Old School
that is a solid choice.
Because Vince Vaughn is another one of my boys.
Right. Let's run
Love
naked.
Vince Vaughn.
I'm gonna run naked through Milford tonight.
That's awesome. We'll send out a bulletin so no one goes outside. Or they'd be like, good God, we saw Sasquatch. Bigfoot, he is alive. Are you a hairy man? 4? For what?
He called me Sasquatch.
No, say it. Oh, movies. Oh, I
yeah.
got to go with number 4. See,
Right.
dude, this is what she does. Okay, so number 4, I would say Tombstone.
Yeah.
No, Silverado.
Okay.
Silverado.
Westerns are always a solid choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up on
Silverado,
Westerns
man,
with
like,
my grandpa.
That
Yeah, it's
was who's the guy who dances with wolves? Kevin Costner. That
Kevin,
was one
yeah.
of his first films.
Yes.
And you've got Klein in there, and I mean, dude, it was just rock star cast. Start to finish was never boring.
Right. I
You know?
would say you can have so we're on your list, but it's almost like genres, like top 5 genres, because
Okay,
you can have
so
war movies.
That's
You
true.
can have westerns.
No,
you can
you're
have
right.
comedies. So 3.
Yeah, 117.
3.
3 would be okay. Well, so what are you going to hold me to? Is this a multi-mix genre then, or should I stay away from country? Because if that's the case, then I've got to change my number 4.
No, your number 4 was a western.
I know. I'm saying that if we're not going to do westerns, you Dutch bastards, I've got to go back. I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch. Okay, throw me a freaking bone
Let's
here.
go with number 3.
Okay.
Whatever
So
you want to do.
So we're gonna stick.
You-
Okay, fine.
You
I don't
have
care.
to stick with 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Like I had to.
fine.
I didn't do genre
Fine.
until I got to number 1, which
Then-
was Will Ferrell.
Then at number 3,
Here we go.
I would say Family Man with Nicolas Cage and Tia Leone, the chick that was married to David Duchovny.
Yeah,
Can I ask you a question about him?
she's pretty
You're-
terrible to look at. I mean,
Tia Leone? She's pretty cute.
no, I'm just saying Nicolas Cage. I always think about Nicolas Cage as Snakes on a Plane
Okay, well,
or Con Air.
well, Con Air was a good movie, and that was a Disney movie. Did you know that? Buena Vista, those sneaky bastards.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Just bang it in whenever you want. That might cost
No.
more than a Ferrari.
When I showed up, it was broken. And you
No,
fixed
and
it.
yeah, I did fix it. That's right. Jeez. The judgment in this place.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number
Wait,
2.
did I
Number
say
2,
number
sir.
3? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
I did. Family Man. She's at it. Okay. Number 2. Oh, man, would have to be Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones and the Last
Dude,
Crusade.
That's strong.
Junior,
That's strong.
look at this
man.
now, Junior.
Oh.
Don't call me Junior.
When the big guy gets in the original one, when he
Ooh,
gets,
Temple of Doom.
right, when he gets
Yeah,
ate up
by
with
that big
the
wheel.
the plane.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that was
that was the original one. The Indiana Jones when the
Indiana
plane
Jones.
comes around and they're trying to escape. And,
No, you're right. Why the hell
And
don't
he
I
gets-
know that? I thought I knew all of them. Indiana
Well, that
Jones
was
and the
before
Last
your time.
Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull was the most recent one, which sucked balls.
the original.
The original one. Kaylee, I can't believe I don't know what that is because I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan.
Okay, number 1.
Number 1. This is tough, dude. Because now we're saying number
I
1
know.
movie of all time.
I know, man.
And there's so many. Raiders of the Lost Ark. What an idiot. I should have known that.
Right.
I feel
Anyway,
so bad for not
you're
getting
not
that.
an idiot.
All of my fans, I'm so sorry about that.
Number
Okay,
1.
I know. Number 1. Okay.
Your
I
assistant wants to know
don't-
number 1.
Number 1
I
is,
know, dude.
that's tough, man. Because you're saying that's like the number
Dude,
1
I
movie
could go
of all
like
time.
Tin Cup. I could go
Well, do you go
like
comedy?
Kingpin,
Do you go
know,
drama? Do you go horror?
rinse do. Kingpin.
Did you ever see Uncle Buck?
Yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, how do you?
Home Alone? Like, there's so many damn good movies. Back to the Future.
Dude, yeah.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Is stupid.
Okay, number one.
Sorry. No, it's giving me too much
number one.
anxiety. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to come up with one because it wouldn't do it justice. I can't give you a number one.
Bull butter. Number one.
We would have to do like a top 50. You know what I mean?
No,
but okay.
I did it.
Okay, so number one. God, this is so hard. No, if I wanted to choose my favorite movie of all time, it would be Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh, Jesus. I knew this was not going to be a serious answer. Okay, number one.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Number one movie of all time. Dude, I can't. Seriously, like, that's putting way too much. I could bullshit it for you. Want me to just give you a bullshit answer?
No, I don't want a bullshit answer, but I did it, but I picked, in your defense, I did pick. Like, I like comedies, I like westerns. I mean, you can't, like you said, I mean, name your top 50 movies you would watch again.
Oh, yeah. Like,
okay, let's go 100, you know?
Right. No, because I was a big, huge movie guy growing up. I mean, size-wise. I mean, just like as a fan. I really loved seeing the movies. I mean, clear back to Spaceballs, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I mean, even like Top Gun, you know. I mean,
oh, you did ask me about that earlier. I am excited for that.
Footloose.
What about the Matrix? The new Matrix coming out. Are you excited about that?
I don't like the Matrix. It freaks me out.
Oh, does it make you think too much? Have you always been in construction?
Yes, sir.
Your entire life?
Yeah, pretty much.
What made you want to get into construction?
My grandpa was a carpenter, and
I think you already told me.
And I was married, and I needed a job to pay the bills.
You know, Jesus was a carpenter.
The best carpenter.
Well, do we really know that, though? I mean, it's a good thing the whole Savior thing worked out, because what if he wasn't? What if he made a chair and he just couldn't get it right? Good thing he's a Messiah, because that furniture was terrible.
Right? Yeah. You can't make a chair that he doesn't have the. I think he might have made this chair over here, though.
Oh no. That chair came straight out of hell.
Did that come from your assistant's house?
Satan made that chair. But let me tell you, you know what? You're knocking it before you go sit in it right now. No, take your headphones off right now and go sit in it.
Okay,
do it. Yep. Walk over there. Okay, don't put the mic up your ass. Okay. Yep. They're wipes. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now tell me, is that not the best damn chair you've ever sat in your entire life? Okay. Get over here and sit back down so I can hear you. Tell the audience what you just did. Do you need to take a crap? Why are you walking like that?
Because I got a sore tailbone.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, that chair is really comfortable.
Is that not the most comfortable chair you've ever been in?
I told you I'm taking it home.
You're not. You try and touch that, and I'll shoot you.
Your assistant says. Anyway, so yes, that thing is, God, it's lovely. I mean,
see, once you sit in it, the ugliness kind of goes away.
No,
it's like kissing an ugly girl.
Dude,
an ugly girl that's a really good kisser. You're like, you know what? I'm starting to not pay attention to the ugliness. Because the kissing's making up for it.
I've never seen a print like that.
That's how I got my wife. She wouldn't even talk to me until one of these days I just planted it on her. She's like, oh my. I'm like, yeah.
She's from Utah, right?
She is from Utah.
You can plan something on Utah girls.
No,
anyway.
Every time I see myself naked in the mirror, I call my wife and tell her how much I love her.
Okay, so I really appreciate you taking this time with me and your assistant, but we can do it again sometime.
You're welcome back,
dude.
anytime.
You were just, I mean,
anytime.
Dude, you are. I haven't. I mean, oh my God, this. I mean, the thing about it is, it's like,
get that mic up to your mouth, there, Zach. Come on, pal.
Yes, sir.
Especially when you start saying good stuff about me. It needs to come through clear and crisp.
He's a piece of shit. Anyway, allegedly.
Allegedly. Bill him for the drinks, Leeds.
Their beer's not cold.
Beer's not cold.
You got to put up with cigarette smoke and but the TV is, I mean, so it's 88 now today, and
88 and sunny.
We got a powwow Versace thing on the but anyway,
you don't like
cool.
it? You don't like the little
portfolio
you got going on up there?
I love this place.
I mean, I thought it kind of gave a little bit of zen, the changing picture thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it does give you a current weather update. I mean, how terrible would it be to be doing a podcast when a tornado comes and wipes you out? Like, we got to know what's going on at all times.
We're subterranean. I'd rather be here than in my camper. So when I'm sitting down here later on, you can fucking think about it. Sorry, allegedly. No.
Oh my hell! This is like gonna go down as the most
terrible. This is the worst. This is the
really
worst radio
You
program.
want to hear where it really took its turn? They were going from respectable 90-year-old people to then he had Zach on. That's when the party started. Don't ever trust a man with a mullet. It's not a good thing to do. No, the faux hawk. What do you call it?
My wife
the
calls
rat
it
tail. What is
a
it?
mohawk.
A mohawk.
Right. Hey,
Dude.
that's one of the first things I walked into Milford Tropics, and a guy, I didn't know Brad or I didn't know anybody there. I walk in, this dude's like, dude, did you fucking lose a bet? Might have been you.
No, dude, they do not mince words around here. You know what I mean? I thought maybe you was like one of those rechargeable ones, and you just ran out of batteries. You know what I mean? Like you got
Now, Josh,
you got 85% for the haircut, and you were like, "Damn it."
What a dick.
I should have trusted.
I'm leaving.
I should have trusted Duracell. You can't top the copper top.
Okay, that is not. If any battery company wants to endorse this program, Josh will take all comers.
Oh man!
And my hair is my own.
Dude, it was so good having you here. It really was, man. Like, I'm not gonna have to go to the gym. I got my ab workout.
You can do
for the
you
day.
can do the hair too, man.
Dude, no, I can't.
Dude,
I really can't. I live in this town, sir.
Dude, now this is bullshit, but you will not believe that I have been working on this for like 2.5 years.
Dude, listen to me.
And you know what? I'm going to look even more fucking ridiculous when I come back, and because I'll shave everything but just the mohawk.
Dude,
that's what my wife calls it.
But you would look badass with a shaved head all the way around.
I did, but I did have a shaved head.
You can carry.
Yes.
You can carry that look very well. So,
but
is there an emotional attachment to what's going on in the back?
Yes,
like a graveyard.
It's a
like what's
fucking party,
going on?
man.
Dude, get rid of it. Just go like commit, dude.
I'm getting ready to put some curl in it.
You know, it's like straight on. It's like the Death Star. It's great, and then
I
all
know.
of a sudden
You know
you
what?
get to the back.
That's
Have you seen the back of my head, dude? It looks like a chia pet. No, I'm serious.
I did
Thatcher
see your
brought it
chia.
up.
I did see your chia pet at Walgreens.
I didn't even know
And
that
I
the back of my head looked like that until I saw it in
passed
the mirror.
on it. It was $1.
Scared the hell out of me. It looked like a jingled up pug dog back there.
What did he say?
Is that what you're?
Jigabug?
You know, listen. Is that why you've got the hair thing going on? Because maybe
I did not come on this show.
So, no, listen. I can either,
Here's the thing.
I can either have the faux hawk or I can have the pug dog back there. I'm screwed either way, pal.
I'm out. I'm leaving the show. You know what? Here, the thing about it is like I tell my wife, I said, "You're not going to leave me."
That's what you led with.
But when you show up and people are like, when my hair's like all shaved, but I just have, you know, my mohawk in the back. I tried
Right.
to grow a mohawk, but I don't have much on top. That's why I'm taller than most people, including you.
No, you are. You are tall.
Right.
It wasn't until you
So-
sat and looked to your right that I saw what was going on.
If you wouldn't know if I couldn't grow a mohawk because
You're exactly right.
you're shorter than me. You couldn't see the top of my head unless I fell down. Anyway.
Well, listen,
so
go ahead.
the thing
No, what
is
you say.
it's a conversation piece.
It is. No, it's a,
And
it's
people are like, dude, if you have a haircut like that, I won't mess with that dude because his hair looks so ridiculous. He might be fucking nuts. I mean,
like I just think you obviously can grow a healthy
Yes.
facial hair. So why wouldn't you go with the goatee?
I used to.
Okay, you know who who you look like?
Kevin Costner,
No, we're
Sam
close
Elliott.
though. No,
Brad Pitt,
not really.
Tom Cruise,
Not again.
Vince Vaughn.
Ooh, but it was a Tom Cruise movie. You seen A Few Good Men? You know the
Oh yeah,
yeah. Who is that guy? Look it up. I wanna get this politically
Jack
correct.
Nicholson.
Not Jack Nicholson. You're much sexier than
Damn
Jack
it.
Nicholson. He is good though, right?
Your assistant is
Son, we have walls.
No, yeah, it's the blonde guy.
Who is it, Leets? Let me see what we got going on here. We're gonna get this nailed
All right,
down.
then we're gonna wrap this up.
That's fine. You can leave anytime you want.
Fuck, I'm out.
Kevin Pollak.
Yeah.
Kevin Pollak. Have
Is-
you gotten that before?
Can I see that?
A young Kevin Pollak, because he looks terrible now. I just saw his picture. He hasn't aged very well, but you look.
Thank you.
No, you look like you look like the young.
That's the
sexy
guy
one.
off of Mom too.
Yes,
We watch Mom.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a good looking guy.
God, fuck.
No, not
Jesus.
now. I
look
meant
like
the
that.
I meant the look. I'll pull up a younger picture and
I'm
show
gonna
you.
drown in Milford Lake.
No, you're not. That's not true. But I
No.
do want your. But
No.
before we go,
Yeah.
I do want to ask you a question.
Yes. Anything for you.
Okay. I have a boat, as you know, but I haven't named it yet, and so I'm thinking. Well, this is what I'm naming it. I'm naming it, and this is trademarked by me. Anyone that out there hears this and tries to copy me, I will sue your ass.
I am so excited to hear the name of this boat.
It is called the Megapint.
The Megapine.
The Megapint. To commemorate the Johnny Depp
Yes.
Amber Heard situation.
Which is a shit show.
It is.
allegedly.
Oh yeah, no, allegedly. But I like that name. What do you think?
Right.
Do you
No,
like that?
yeah.
The Megapint?
Well, plus you can always get a mega pint.
Okay, that went nowhere. Listen,
Hang
Zach,
on.
we appreciate
I'm
you
gonna
coming
have
on the
I'm gonna have
program.
another cigarette.
That's fine, but we're gonna have to charge you for it after we end the program because you only get it free while we're doing it. That's why it's like Vegas. You only get drinks while you're gambling, pal. Don't start asking for drinks on the way
Hey,
out.
I just want to thank you.
I want to
mean,
thank you,
dude,
seriously.
I seriously want to thank you and your assistant, and you guys are good people, and
You're awesome, dude.
your basement, your studio.
Thank you.
Studio.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna
calling
bring
that.
I'm gonna bring you some decorations.
I really appreciate that. And if
Some
you really
Ninja
do give me a
Turtle- some
Ninja
Ninja
Turtle, I'll
Turtles.
probably start crying.
Was that Ninja Turtle conversation on?
It was. Yeah. Are you that
Shit.
ripped? You don't even know what we talked about now? It's only been an hour. You poor guy.
Over and out.
Yeah. You've been listening to the Just Josh and You program. Sorry, everyone, it has been a minute, but we're going to do a Q&A. Next episode will be a Q&A. Maybe it'll just be me and Leets. Maybe it will be a guest, and we'll do a Q&A. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But thanks for listening, and I love you guys. And please, 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 I need more subscribers. I have a ton of listeners. I need more subscribers. So
Sponsors.
and sponsors as well. If you'd like to sponsor your business on the Just Josh and You program, please contact us today. Okay, we're out. Peace be unto you.